Hey internet, so today I am bringing you a video about my 3 top pairs of shoes and boots for fall and winter 2015. And I really looked high and low for these shoes because I kind of had a really good idea of what I wanted to add to my collection, which is already way too substantial. I have shoes everywhere, including under my desk at the office. So some of the things I had, especially boots, needed to be replaced. So I got some amazing deals. All of these shoes are very affordable, so this is a great kind of selection and style guide for back to school or back to college, or even back to work. And I wanted to share with you the styles that I think, although they are less expensive, are just as fabulous as something very high-end. So I've very high standards. I'm super difficult with shoes. I looked at about 200 pairs for each of these styles before I found the one that I really liked. So here it is. Let's get the juicy stuff done with first. If I had to pick one pair of boots, only one, for the fall and winter season, these would be it. I looked at so many pairs of boots. I really loved one pair from Tod's that I saw at Holt Renfrew or Chloe Booties, but those are all so expensive. They're like almost $1,000 for a pair of boots, which is crazy to me. I would much rather spend that money on a handbag. So I started a mission where I sought out a pair of boots that I would like just as much. These Janella booties are very similar to a pair I used to have from Aldo, but they are a kind of symbol of how Aldo has definitely upped their game since I bought the previous booties, which I will show you 3 years ago while I was still at university. So these Janella booties retail for $120. They come in black or in beige, and I got the beige ones, which are really pretty light brown, really actually. I'm so excited to show you. I cannot tell you how nice these feel in real life. They are real leather. If you are vegan or you're looking for a non-leather alternative, Aldo does have some fake leather booties as well, but I like real leather and I like it to feel nice as well. And this feels like a velvet. It also smells great. It doesn't have like a cheap, nasty, chemically kind of scent. It smells expensive. So they have these great wooden stacked heels, and I talked a lot about stacked heels in my top trends of fall 2015 video, so I won't go on about that, but it is my favorite shoe trend. And you can see they have this exposed zipper. So this will sit on the outside of your foot. Let me show you the second one so you can see better. So instead of being on the inside, the zippers are exposed on the outside, which I think is so clever because it essentially makes something functional stylish, which I really appreciate. I really recommend that you do not buy booties that don't have zippers because those are so hard to get into. Your foot basically creates a vacuum, and then you cannot get it out at the end of the day, and it's awful. So I really like that these have these great oversized zippers. They do say Aldo on them, but it's very small lettering, so once it's on your foot, no one will notice if that's the kind of thing that you care about. And I don't know how much the camera is catching this, but they're very slightly ombre. But they haven't done it so much or roughed up the leather so much that it ends up looking kind of dirty and grungy. So I really love these. I got a 7.5, so they fit true to size. I love the beige color. If you do want something a little more dressy, I got these mostly for the weekend or for casual Friday. They do have them in just a full black leather with gold hardware as well. And this is a bit more of a suede feel, whereas the black leather is more of that shiny finish. But these are amazing, you guys. They are $120, and I bought them because I could not wait and I wanted to show you guys. But I guarantee you that by the time you get closer to back to school, they will go on sale. So I did tell you that I would show you the old ones. So these are the ones that I'm going to donate. They have a lot of wear now. The heel is pretty destroyed. You can see it's kind of like fallen apart here and is peeling, and it's got a lot of black and staining from jeans and things like that. What I want to point out is that the leather on this is of a totally different quality. It's very thin, it's not lined well, and it's got a really cheap, like kind of hard to pull up zipper on them. Despite that, they were really comfortable and I actually wore them a ton, which is why they're so destroyed. But it's really interesting to me that I think to keep up with the market, Aldo has really had to up their leather and hardware quality, and so now it's just all that much more worthwhile. I think I picked these up for a little bit less than 120. They were probably closer to 80 or 100, but for me, I would gladly pay the extra $20 to get that kind of quality of boot because I think they'll last a lot longer and look a lot better during their lifetime as well. So for heels, I wanted a couple of fun pairs to kind of jazz up my everyday heels. So not the really fancy ones that I wear for special occasions, but ones that I would just wear out to dinner and things like that. So I looked at a lot of stores. I looked at Aldo. I didn't love what they had for high heels for fall and winter, so I went opposite in Pacific Center and I went to Nine West, which is a place I have not shopped at for a very long time because, to be honest, I got a little bit bored with their styles. About 2 years ago, it was super kind of classic corporate, but just kind of, you know, very boring black and beige shoes, and you only need so many pairs of those. So they really are killing it this season. They have some amazing colors and fun styles that are still very classic. They really kind of toe the line in between those two very well. And the first pair that I got is actually on clearance right now, so these retail for $60 once they're on sale, $120 normally. These are also 7.5. Everything is 7.5 for me, and these are the Jouser heels, such an ugly name, and they call this red. Compared to my shirt, it looks like these are orange, but they're also not orange. They're actually more of a rust coral color, so like a dirty coral, which sounds like a really weird color, but I love it. I kind of brought it into my wardrobe and took a look at what it would go with once I purchased them, and it goes with a lot because it's kind of a mid-tone like that. Not to mention it's gorgeous for fall. This would look amazing at Thanksgiving or anything like that. I think they're really demure style. This is called a Dorsey heel, where it's got the cutout here, which I think is very flattering on the foot. It really makes your feet look a lot more elegant than just like a closed toe pump, but it's still just as ladylike in my opinion. They actually have the same exact color in at least 2 or 3 other styles. I think they have them in flats, they have them in a kind of ankle strap style that's very high with a platform. That one was a bit too high for me because it was over 4 inches, probably like a 5-inch heel pretty much with a platform. I just found them a bit too teetery. Or they have them in a classic court pump with a kind of thin square heel, which is really interesting and arty looking, but I couldn't beat the price of these, and I really like the Dorsey style, so these are the ones that I picked. These are the Tame, T-A-Y-M-E heels, and I'll include all the information down below so that you guys don't need to kind of fuss with writing stuff down. And they have a little tiny platform, but not too much, so still very, very classic. I love that they have patent leather and regular leather. Patent leather is very long lasting as well, so great, you know, if you're gonna have a lot of rain or something like that. And I love that they have cutouts, but instead of being like a peep toe or something like that that's a bit harder to wear during the fall and winter, it's actually a kind of side foot peep. So your toes will end around here, and then you'll have a little bit of skin showing here, or a little bit of tight as well. And if you wanted to wear these with fun tights or even black tights, I think it's a really appealing, kind of elegant look and really a fun way to jazz up your shoe wardrobe. So let me show you what they look like together. And they look very pointy off of the foot, and I'm not a big pointy shoe person, but once they're on, they look really good. I feel like I can wear these just every day and get a lot more wear out of them than I would from a much more expensive cork pump. So these really fill that gap in my wardrobe for fall and winter, and so those are my picks for the best shoes and boots of fall and winter 2015. I hope that you guys found this video helpful. If you have any more shoe finds, let me tell you, it's a lot of research to find those perfect shoes, so make sure we can all take advantage of your knowledge down below in the comments, and let me know if there's any other kind of style guides that you guys want to see from me for fall. Because I would love to do that for you. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!